Hey there, it's John again. I recently saw the new Superman movie, the James Gunn Superman, and it's got me in the mood to open some Superman packs, so that's what I'm going to do. First pack to open, these Return of Superman packs. I definitely have opened these before on the channel. I like them, they're good. Reminds me of a time when I was reading comics a lot. And, mostly those are good memories. So let's check them out, see who we get. Here we got the Eradicator going after some soldiers. He is, he's getting them. He's getting them. We got Superman has punched through the cyborg. It says Doomsday for the cyborg, so I guess that means that this is killing him. Weakened as he is, the cyborg knows he has no chance of defeating the fully restored Superman. Realizing that no prison on Earth could hold the cyborg, Superman begins vibrating the malevolent villain at a tremendous rate. The cyborg disintegrates. At long last, Earth's safety is assured. But we know he came back. They always come back. And we got Mullet Superman. That's a great shot. It just looks great. It's very iconic. Makes me feel some feelings. We got the last son of Krypton again. Of course, we eventually find out he's the Eradicator, which, used to be a villain, but then inspired by Superman's sacrifice to save the Earth from Doomsday, he decides that he's got to carry on the legacy of that good man. We got a noble sacrifice. Jumping, let's just read this because I don't remember 100% what happened. The Eradicator knows there's no way Superman can survive a direct blast of kryptonite radiation, so he hurls his body in front of the stream. Superman looks on in horror as his former enemy absorbs the full impact of the kryptonite without stopping it. The radiation surges through him into Superman, changing its composition as it goes. We have Lois and Cyborg Superman. He did a pretty good job of convincing her that he was actually Clark, but of course we know he wasn't. We got the Eradicator getting punched apart by Superman. And it looks like you got like 3 more cards here. We got a great shot of Cyborg Superman, the Man of Tomorrow. And Superman in his black suit punching his jaw off. Sweet. Okay, next pack. Some Skybox Master Series DC. These are great. Really nice, all painted cards. And also some inserts we can look for. Not specifically Superman, but it's DC. And since the Superman movie was not just Superman, we featured the Justice Gang and all these other folks. It seemed appropriate to put these in there. Hey, so this is appropriate to go along with the Return of Superman cards. We got Steel. Show you the back. The backs on these is not my favorite just because they used the same art as the front. They just kind of zoom in on it. Seeking to fill the void caused by Superman's death at the hands of Doomsday, John Henry Irons used his weapons expertise to forge a suit of steel and deal with street crime in Metropolis' suicide slum. Upon Superman's return, Irons relocated to Washington, D.C., where as Steel, he confronts the urban problems plaguing his new home. I did like that from of Steel, where he was an ex-weapons maker, and he was trying to get all of the weapons off the street that he felt were his fault. And we have Damage. I'm not familiar with this one. This character. We got Wonder Woman. I started to say that I really like this art, but I feel like there are things I like and things I don't. I like her massive mane of hair back there. I think that's pretty cool. I like the classic costume. There's something about this, I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know. Y'all let me know. What do y'all think about this? We got Live Wire. That's a great one. Looks like... Okay, we got 3 cards left. We got Dead Man. That's a pretty sweet one. I always thought Dead Man was really interesting, but I have to admit I haven't read a whole lot of comics with him in them. And our final card in the pack is something I can't read. Monarch. Let's find out who this is, because I don't remember. In the 21st century, Hank Hall, the former hero known as Hawk, came into power as the evil world ruler Monarch. In an attempt to stop Monarch before he came into being, the temporal being called Wave Rider inadvertently allowed Hall to become the villain 10 years sooner. Now armed with tomorrow's technology, the ruthless Monarch plans to subjugate Earth today. Okay, our third pack is another that we've done a few times on the channel. We have the Impel DC Cosmic Cards Inaugural Edition. These are... I really like these cards. I think they don't get enough love just because they don't have Batman in them. And the assorted Batman family, which, you know, I'll admit is a pretty big part of the DC universe. I assume that had to do with the Tim Burton movie and all the cards related to the... Well, I see the Tim Burton movie. It's probably more like the sequels, but you know what I'm saying. We got War of the Gods. We got Light Ray, one of the New Gods characters. Kanjar-Ro, can't say I know who he is. We got Fire, great looking character for multiple reasons. Bolt. Modern Age Cheetah. That is something interesting in these, is that they'll have the Silver Age, the Golden Age, Modern Age versions of the same characters, which is always fun to see and compare. There's Invasion. I think I'm going to have to read this one, because I don't know what Superman is doing there. He looks like insane. Oh gosh, this is very tiny. Let's see if I can get it where I can actually see it with my old man eyes. Earth to aliens, drop dead, scream the headlines of the Daily Planet. Our world has refused to surrender its champions to the Alliance, but must now gear itself up for an intergalactic invasion, the lights of which no one, alien or Earthman, has ever seen. A worldwide coalition of superheroes under the command of Captain Atom begins a hard-fought battle that spans the 4 corners of the Earth, from San Diego to China to the Arctic Circle. Still, Earth seems doomed until the Man of Steel convinces the super-powered Daxamites that they should change allegiance. Backed by the entire race of beings more powerful than Superman himself, Earth staves off the Alliance and stands victorious, until in retreat, the Dominators unleash their final weapon. Well, that is a crossover that I have literally never heard of, and you know, sounds like it could be cool. We got Dr. Light, very complicated character. There's Phantom Lady. I remember as a kid seeing a toy of this character in a comic shop when I was pretty young, and you know, that kind of made an impression on me. I don't know if it was for good or for bad, but I'm gonna put her on the table. She's the first card that's really spoken to me out of all of these. We got Steppenwolf on Darkseid's Generals, Rocket Red, and Crisis on Earths 1 and 2. Okay, we're moving on into some of the more classic packs that we got here. We got some Supergirl cards. I really like these cards a lot. They remind me, it's kind of like opening a pack of really cheesy Valentines that just happen to be themed around Supergirl and a goofy movie that, you know, it's pretty goofy. Trapped in the Phantom Zone. The Omegahedron falls into the hands of Selena, a vicious, frustrated, small-time witch who lives in an abandoned amusement park. Well, I mean, she sounds cool to me, if I'm being honest. I think that's her. We got a sticker of Selena, the amusement park witch. Oh, we got the best girl, round 3. That one's a puzzle. Even Supergirl gets the blues. I'm going to put this one on the table because I think it's funny. We have an advertisement for Argo City and a giant bug. So definitely a lot of repeats in that one. Maybe I've opened too many of these packs at this point. But one I know I haven't opened too many packs of is Superman 2 by Topps. 1980 on this one. Slightly older than yours truly, and it does have some gum in there, so let's get in there. I know that most folks would probably say, oh, I should probably save this pack for last, since overwhelmingly Superman 2 is a much more beloved movie than Superman 3, but I've never opened a pack of Superman 3, so I thought I would save it for last. Just because it's a worse movie doesn't mean it's going to be worse cards, right? So we have the Fortress of Solitude, looking different than the new movie, but still identifiably fortressy. We got some hate bringers. So those Phantom Zone villains, man, those just like exactly what they needed to do in that movie. Give Superman someone he could have a real fight with. We got Ursa. She's gonna hurt that poor snake. Panic in Metropolis. Definitely getting some duplicates from the one of the packs that we opened. There's Christopher Reeve looking very serious there. I think let's see what's happening in this. Well, we'll never know. We got our sticker. Pretty great. I love the yellow on this. It just makes the image really pop. And he's about to talk to Marlon Brando on that sticker. We got Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy, a complicated character, beloved by women everywhere, inexplicably, and I love that that's part of his character. We get credits. We get credits on this card of Jimmy Olsen. The villains are gonna pull Lois Lane apart like a wishbone. That's not good. Here is Superman using his powers to defeat the villains. Oh, look at those heat rays. And our final card is Superman's mama. Okay, well, the last pack is from a movie that I don't know if this movie's hated by people. I know it is hated on. I actually watched it quite a lot growing up. I know it's not a unique story. Like, I was terrified by the robot lady. I thought Richard Pryor was funny, and when you're a kid, it's like when I was a kid, it's not like you could just watch a Superman movie anytime you wanted to. So if a Superman movie happened to be on TBS, let's say, you were watching it, even if it was a Superman movie that the majority of people don't like. It was still a Superman movie, so I loved it. Okay, it looks like the sticker is maybe that. So, maybe that though. We'll stick that to the back too. All right. The Smallville High Reunion. I never opened these, so I'm gonna enjoy looking at the backs a couple times. Clark Kent encounters many faces from his past at the Smallville High Reunion. Brad Wilson, an athletic but obnoxious schoolmate, has grown into a has-been jock, and he's twice as obnoxious. I love that the back has got Richard Pryor and Superman on it, just like the two stars of the movie, Hey, it's creepy Brad Wilson. What is this actor's name? I wonder if he'll say. When Brad tries to give Ricky some helpful bowling tips, Clark suggests that the boy try it alone. Just then, a sneeze forces Ricky's ball to whiz down the alley, shattering the pins into 100 pieces. Amazing. Sorry, actor, I'm sorry I don't know your name. I know you've been in a lot of stuff, and you basically always play this kind of character. So I thank you for your contribution to the world. Kryptonite Ray. We got the iconic battle between Grumpy Superman and Wimpy Clark Kent. If this was Batman, we know how the fight would have ended up. Is Superman doomed? Maybe. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to flip these. Goodness at the Crossroads. Is this the lady that gets turned into the robot? I can never remember. The synthetic kryptonite has transformed Superman into a selfish, ornery, malicious, conniving man, or as Vera suggests, a normal person. Time magazine reports this bizarre turn of events as the villains make preparations for their latest criminal scheme. We got Superman's best friend, Richard Pryor, wearing his cape, in search of Ross Webster. Hey, that's a pretty iconic Clark Kent shot there with a little hat. I like how many cards are in this. I don't like how many of these cards were dedicated to Clark going to bowl with the town jock, but they're still pretty funny. There's two back-to-back things. I don't know if these are both stickers or what, but we're gonna find out. We have. Oh, this is Superman getting thrown into the computer. They're gonna computer Superman. Oh, this is great. I love that. And okay, this is a little bit triggering for me, as child Jonathan was quite scared of this woman. I guess it was more the process that happened to her, and not so much her, because it wasn't really her fault that she got turned into this crazy robot lady. But man, I can't think of a better sticker to go out on from Superman 3 if that's what we're gonna do. So that's gonna do it for this episode. What were your favorite packs out of that one? I guess you know where I stand. Let me know what you thought, and would you buy more packs of Superman 3? I kind of want to. Until next time, let's all be cool, and I'll see you again soon with some more crazy stuff. Bye.